First Samuel 4:6. And when the Philistines heard the noise of the shout, they said, What meaneth the noise of this great shout in the camp of the Hebrews? And they understood that the ark of the Lord was come into the camp. You know, when God's presence is seen in our life, when God's presence shows in our life, we have so much to praise Him for. Um, Exodus 19:21 and 22, I believe. Yeah, 21 and 22. Exodus 19:21 and 22. But the Lord told Moses, Go back down and warn the people, do not cross the borders. God didn't want them to move without Him leading them. He didn't want them to go in places that were holy. A reverence needed to be acknowledged. They must not come up here to try to see God. God's holy. We can't come into His presence. This is why one reason why we're presented new bodies that haven't fallen to sin or to flesh when we go into glory. But we're also first redeemed spiritually through Christ, made new in Him. For if they do, many of them will die. Even the priests on duty must sanctify themselves, which would be done by sacrificing a bull, or else I will destroy them. This priest would only go in one day a year, but he'd sacrifice a bull going in. There was certain parts of the temple that certain priests weren't allowed to go in, and then there's one part where they only allowed to go in one day. God's presence is very holy, but we're allowed to access it through Christ. True blessing that we should not take for granted.